So let's look at some of the more advanced features inside Canva that you may not know about yet from my basic Canva mini course for beginners. And so obviously by now, hopefully you've seen my other videos. If you haven't, feel free to go and watch them. I've linked the whole playlist below. It's a free mini course. We've got 12 videos in total. This one is number 10, and we're going through the whole process of creating account, how to do things, how to use text, shapes, videos, all of the things that you need to create a beautiful design for your business. But I haven't gone through some of the nitty-gritty features that you may not know about. And so that is what this video is for. Make sure you hang around to the end because you're going to want to catch and note all of these features because you probably will need them at some point while you're creating designs. So let's dive in. So, hi, if we have not met yet, what have you been doing? No, I'm joking. I'm glad to have you here. My name is Jackie, and I'm a graphic designer who loves teaching business owners how to use programs just like Canva so they can grow their business. Because Canva isn't just about learning a cool program or making pretty graphics, it's about strategic business growth. And that's exactly what you're doing by spending your time learning how to use it. So, kudos to you. So the first area I want to show you, and I've touched on this once before, is our apps panel. If I open up a random design and go down to apps, you can see there are a ton of apps. Now, apps are pretty much programs that external people have made and loaded into Canva so that we can have a little bit more flexibility in our designs. Canva obviously already has quite a robust design system, but there are a few things that we can't do, and there's usually an app for that. So when I click on this here, you can see even straight away there is a few things popping up. I always like to just randomly search this sometimes to see what's new. You can see here, there's one here where I can make some custom size frames. I can do some really cool things with text. Like I can't normally make this inside Canva, but I could using an app. I can make my own scannable barcodes. I can create gradient QR codes. I can find different brand logos. I can choppy crop. I love this one actually. You can pretty much draw where you want to crop an image out of. There are so many options, and literally there are hundreds, if not thousands of apps inside here. You also have free options to remove backgrounds. You can upscale an image. You can create an AI profile picture. You can enhance pixels. Like there's so much here. The list is absolutely endless. So if you are wanting to do something a little bit different inside Canva and think, can I do that? Chances are you might be able to inside these apps. Now, some warnings, some of these are only for pro users. Some of these involve having credits. Some give you some free credits and some you have to pay for credits. Canva will take you externally to a website. You can buy credits for that particular app. And some of these apps are really great and some of them are not so great. So don't get sucked in if something looks really great but you can't make it work. Chances are it's probably the app and not you. And secondly, some of these things you can actually do natively inside Canva. You just don't know about it. And so feel free to explore that too. But I think it's really important to know these images and these apps are here. And some of these are actually Canva created apps too. Like for example, I just passed this magic morph option. I can actually type into here anything that I want if I was a Canva Pro user, and I'd be able to like make a wooden W or turn an element into like florals. And so there's lots of cool things that you can do there too. So those are our apps. Another area that you might not know about if I just make a new page here is tables. So if I go over to elements down here, I can click on tables and I can insert a table. Now it doesn't really matter which one you insert because you can update it once you insert it. But just to give you a wildly quick tutorial, I did this for a student just this week and she was blown away by what you could do. So if I just click on this, it's going to insert it into my design, and just kind of like any spreadsheet, I guess, you can choose if you want to have borders or no borders. You can choose the colors within things. And you can choose to add columns. So say if I wanted it to be another column wide, I can just press add column here and you can now see it's 4 columns across. I can then choose to maybe highlight these boxes here by clicking on a cell, holding down shift and clicking the last cell that I wanted, and I might choose to change that to purple. Say if I wanted to add a border to these, I could choose to click my top left cell and my bottom right cell, and it would select all of my cells, and I might choose to have all borders selected, and then I might choose to add a border to things. So now it's adding in an orange border. I can then change the color of that here. Or if I wanted to just change a particular part, I might highlight this column right here, press maybe my outline area, and I might think, you know what, I really want a thick border for these particular boxes here. And you can see that it's made that thicker. I can also do things like changing the cell spacing. You can see I can bring them together so there's no spacing at all. I can make them even further apart, and I can then type into these. If I was to type in here, hello, you can see that then when I was to edit the cell spacing, it then would give more space around that text. Hard to see in this example, but you get the idea, I think. And so you can do anything you want with these tables. You can add more, you can add less, you can write in them, you can write lots of text, lots small text, you can make that text larger or smaller. You can change the font of that text. And all of that is right there. Another option for you is, like I mentioned, you can add multiple size designs to a design. So if I press plus here, I could then go in here and add it in a sheet. So this is acting just like a Google Sheet, and I could make in here columns and tables. I've just pasted in here a design that I've done. It's a template pack where people can plan their whole social media for a month. And you can see the things that I've done with this table. I've formatted it. I've created little drop downs. I've created date selections. I've created status selections. You can even add links and do all sorts of things right inside a Canva table, plus doing all your normal things like formulas and formatting like you would expect in any sort of spreadsheet. I won't go deep into this now because it's a whole spreadsheet lesson, but if you know how to use spreadsheets, pretty much everything that you've ever learned anywhere else will be applicable here, which is really exciting because I can have that right inside my one Canva design and move it around. Say, for example, this is my Canva template pack that I give people. And in here, there is 30 days of social media plus a document where I can write in here like I would just like a normal kind of doc. I've got my spreadsheet. I've embedded a video as a tutorial. Plus, I've got just general templates in here too, plus a table. You can see I've used almost all of these features just inside one design. So the possibilities really inside Canva, especially for your business, are endless. And say, for example, when I'm putting out a design for my business, if you see a podcast or a YouTube video go out, in the back end of my business, we have a whole Canva design dedicated to a spreadsheet, my YouTube thumbnails, my podcast covers, my social media designs. All of that is in one beautiful cohesive design that saves me and my team so much time. So just know that Canva even is helpful for you at the start of your business, but it goes with you for the whole scaling side of your business as well. Another tool I wanted to show you is Mockups. And so say, for example, this was a screenshot of my phone and I wanted to put this inside a phone. Obviously, I could use Canva frames, which I've showed you already, but there's also this version for Mockups, and this is an app. And so sometimes when you press edit on a photo, it will direct you to some of the more relevant photo apps. So if I press on Mockups here, it's going to bring up a whole lot of mockups, which is pretty much putting your image onto a 3D object. So you can see down here, I've got things like cups, videos, smartphones, print, apparel, computers, frames, mugs, so many options. So if I click onto phones right here and press see all, you can see there's a ton of frames with phones in it. So say I wanted a lady holding my phone, I could then go click on this image and it's going to insert my picture here into that design. So if I make it larger for you, you can see that it's been put directly into this design and it looks like it was meant to be there. It's just so realistic. So that's a really fun feature I love, and that's totally just inside Canva free. And like how you saw me do in the last video, there is a whole lot of video features as well. I'm going to just go into File, New Design, and choose an actual video format. So if I go over to Videos, and maybe I want to make a video for my social media, I might click on mobile video and let it open up a new design. This is going to display what's called a timeline workspace rather than more of a pages layout workspace. You can see down here I have a full timeline. So I can then choose to parts of my design as I might normally do and build that just like normal. So I could add a heading in here. I might choose to add a background in. Maybe I'll grab that moving flower video that I had from before, add that to the background, maybe fade it down a little bit. This is such a beautiful design. I joke, but you kind of get my point. So I've got a lovely design here, and then I might choose to then animate this. So I could go to animate and choose maybe the typewriter effect. And you can see here that it's actually, when I play it, it's playing on white. It's because if you see down the bottom here, our timeline, the flowers don't extend into where I'm writing hello. So I would have to either duplicate that or make it longer or shorter or move my hello because this video is only 8 seconds long. I've also got an add a heading from over here. So I might choose to say goodbye. Maybe I'll make that a different color. I might move my hello to being here. I might move my goodbye to being behind it. And if I move my playhead and drag it back, click and drag, I can then press play. And you can see that kind of just popping in there with the background moving and everything's going, and then it would disappear and then goodbye would pop up. Obviously, that's a very short lesson on how to use the timeline feature, but I wanted to let you know that's there. You can add in audio, you can add in so many different scenes into this, and you can edit full videos right inside Canva. And so I've just opened up my own Canva account now, my normal business account, not the one that we created together in this whole lesson, because I wanted to show you some pro features. Now, in the next video, I'm going to go a full full deep dive into Canva Pro versus free so you can make a really informed decision about your business. But for now, I just wanted to show you a couple of magic apps so that you can see, I guess, what's possible because there are some really fun things that you can do. And even if you don't get Canva Pro, I think you'll still be blown away by some of the things that we're doing here. So I'm going to just insert a new page. And I add in a new picture. So this is one of my students, Bronwyn. She is wonderful, but can you see here that her legs are cut off? And say if I wanted to use this on an image and maybe I wanted to use my Pro background remover feature, you can see that it kind of looks a little bit awkward because her legs are just chopped off. And so I'm just going to undo my background remover. And what I could actually do as a Canva Pro user is I could go to Edit and I have access to this Magic Studio. I'm not going to go into this hugely because if you don't have Canva Pro, you may not care, but I do want you to know what's possible. So firstly, there's that background remover option that I've just shown you. You also have background generator, which will make a new background for you. You can kind of type in a prompt and say, put me at the beach, and it will put you at the beach instead of in an office. They've also got the magic eraser option, which will let you paint away different parts of the image that you no longer want. So say, for example, I didn't want to have this little vase on top of this design. I could brush that away and press erase, or I could have chosen to click parts of the image and erased it that way. And you can see that now it's gone and Canva has replaced it with the bricks that were behind it. I also have the magic grab option, which will then, if I choose to click on here, it's going to pick up Bronwyn probably. And if I click on her, it's going to, it's got a few things, so I might click on multiple areas of Bronwyn. It's gone a little bit messy here. Oops, it's focusing. There we go. Let's pick up that as well. And I can press grab and it's going to grab Bronwyn and bring her out of the background. And so you can see here, I can now click her and it's just replaced where she was. Like magic. That's incredible. I love that one. So if you ever needed to move yourself around or pop yourself out of the frame, that's a really fun one to play with. But not, again, what I wanted to show you. I'm going to go back to Edit, Magic Studio. We've also got Grab Text. This is if you've got text in a photo and you'd like to replace it. You can also make your image into a video. This does not work if you have videos of people's faces, so make sure to note that. You've also got Magic Edit if you want to replace a part of an image with something different. You can see here it's replacing some flowers with a rose. And what I really wanted to show you today was Magic Expand. If I click on this, I want to drag out my cropping feature here and say, I want you to fill in this part of the image. So I would press Expand and AI is then going to look at this and say, what's meant to be in the rest of this image? Now, sometimes this is a hit and sometimes this is a full-on miss. I've had it create like random people in the background, but here you can see it's extended her legs. You can see I've got a few different options I could click through here and I would choose the most reasonable, which for me, I think is that first one. I could then press done. And now if I was to hit that background remover option and put her at the side of the picture like I was trying to do before, it's now not going to be cut off. How good does that look? All from Magic Studio feature tools right inside Canva. So I just wanted to show you that those were there in case you're ever wanting to do something a little bit more fancy and you're wondering if it's possible. It probably is. And so before we jump into the next video where I'm going to share with you the pros and cons of Canva Pro from a really honest perspective, I want to share with you two important things. Firstly, I wanted to encourage you on what's possible for yourself. Michelle is one of my students and she was really feeling curious about Canva, which I dare say if you are here, you're also feeling curious about Canva. And Michelle had watched me tons on YouTube and loved how easy my videos were to follow, but she was really scared to invest in some more support. And I know that's how a lot of people feel sometimes. But when she did, it was worth every penny and has exceeded her expectations because now that she's worked with me and she's learned how to do design properly, not just how to use Canva, her confidence and clarity and skills have grown enormously. She now feels genuinely confident using Canva and creating professional graphics with purpose. And she now understands branding so much better, from logos and fonts and colors, layouts and all sorts of different things. And as a result, she's not only doing her own incredible brand and graphics, she's also helping multiple businesses as their virtual assistant do their own brand in designs, freebies, social media, and websites, all from what she learned inside my course. So I want to encourage you as to what's possible when you really commit to not just learning Canva, but also learning how to do design. And if you are excited to learn more about how to actually design and not just use Canva, I have a free masterclass I'd love to invite you to. And inside, I'm going to share with you some design mistakes you're probably making that is costing you your professionalism and your trust and is stunting your growth as a business. I'm also going to design live with you and show you how to take a design and a template and make it actually really beautiful for your brand and your business. And then I'm going to show you some incredible Canva shortcuts that are going to save you hours, especially now that you know how to use Canva. So I hope that you'll join me for that. I would absolutely love to have you. And again, it's totally free. You've got nothing to lose. So jump over, grab your spot for that free masterclass, and I will see you there. In the meantime, jump across to the next video where we're exploring whether you really need Canva Pro or if you can get away with Canva free for your business. Let's dive in.